So now we're at the place where this gets a little harder to film. Just kidding. We want to put this bad boy in this bad boy and hook it up to a PSU bad boy. We'll save the PLAs for later. They're too good. You can't. I mean, it's kind of like rewarding yourself for completion. You know, gotta complete the build, get this bad boy, rip it off. And things are getting weird. Alright, so cats have been jumping around on this a little bit because that's what cats do, especially my cats. Set this aside. Do not kick that later and break it. That'll be sad. In a different video, actually. So I took this off. This is it's like a place. It's a place. It's a thing where you can mount your SSDs, like right here, right? So you can see that you got 3. You got a fan, magnetic fan filter. I think it's actually, I put it behind it. I'm actually gonna put fans there since I don't have any SSDs that I wanna put in here, at least not right now. What I do wanna put in here is this motherboard. So we're gonna take out the included, like, I think that's cable management stuff. And wire. Cancel that later. As you can see, we have the included PCIe riser. What else we got in here? Some already cable managed stuff. I think that's for the front I/O stuff. And I'm going to try and lay this down, but still get you guys to be able to see it. And that seems like that's going to be the challenge. GG. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set it in here and mount it. You might be missing that part, but it's really, it's not that big a deal. Let's cut out. We have we got the I/O shield. That's pretty cool. It's already got the logo on there. I don't know that I'm actually going to put the stickers on anywhere since that's kind of repping it, if you will. I remember putting in an I/O shield way back, and I would I stuck it in from the other side, and it would just like fall off. So you always, at least I think you always, stick it in from this side, the inside, and you push it out so it snaps. And they should all be about the same size. Looking good in the neighborhood, huh? And you just fit it up against the I/O shield. And we're done with this. You can see that a little better now. There. So you basically just plop it right in, push it up against there as far as it'll go. Without breaking it, I suppose you could force it all the way through the entire thing, you monster. Okay, and it's looking like this does not come with screws, which is fine. I'm not mad, right? I'm not. Yeah, it sounds like I am. I'm not. I'm just double checking. Okay. And let's see. I don't think this comes with screws. It does? But why? Cool. And they're, I'm glad I checked because these are black screws and all the ones I have are silver. So these are going to look a lot nicer on the inside. Comes with like a million screws and cable ties. And now that I've set them all out all over the place, I'd actually like to set them in this little box because, oh look, it comes with instructions. Of course, no one ever reads the instructions. Yeah, look at that. If you have anything you ever wanted to know, including clearance options. Huh. Okay, look, it even says which type of screws are your motherboard screws. I just always use whatever, but look, it even gives you a little diagram there. Fancy. That is actually really handy. Wish I would have opened that earlier. I legit had no idea what size fans to buy or anything. I was just kind of going, read the instructions. That's what your mama tells you, huh? At least my mom would tell me that. I'd be like, who does that? And now I know, Mom. Thanks. It's funny, older cases that I like I have experience building in, you would have like different areas where you could put motherboard standoffs. It was like something that there's like holes in the metal, and like a little like metal slap, like you just slap it in there, hope for the best, and then you set your motherboard on top of that. And then so I don't know if they still do that, but this has built-in standoffs thingies. I don't know why I keep calling them standoffs. I guess they are standoffs, but it's not like a standoff, like the cops aren't getting involved or anything that I'm aware of. And I don't know if you can see this very well, but the bottom part I'm just trying to situate it snug up against that and line up this. Whoa, Billy. It's going to be a miracle if this thing turns on, I think. All right, so one of the things I'm noticing now, let me show you. Okay, so one of the things I'm noticing now that's pretty inconvenient is this. This is the PCIe riser. Let me get over here. And so this is the spot on the motherboard. It's like I mean, they knew that it was going to be that close, so there's just so much extra slack that it seems like you're gonna have to fold it up, which it'll be behind the graphics card, so it's not a big deal. But it just seems like it definitely could have been like half the length. But you probably got different things that you're doing, so I'll plug that in. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Power supply. This thing looked super big to me when I got it. Let's hope it fits well. And it looks like it does. It's not too bad. Also, you might want to put this in the right way. That's always a nice thing, isn't it? There we go. And it's funny also because, let me speak a moment to my age. I've only ever had power supplies that mount on the bottom of a case. Wait, no, lies. I've only ever had, so this is consistent. Power supplies at the top. Some of them have it at the bottom, which makes sense from a weight standpoint. I've never owned one of those. And it's always funny how like power supplies, at least in my experience, they almost line up. Like there's always just, like it's just never directly like centered as far as the screw is concerned. I mean, it always fits, but it's like always like you kind of angle it a bit, and it's kind of funky. Yeah, it's nice and flush there. That bad boy is in. Cable management. It's gonna be interesting. I think probably the first thing we should do is just plug it in to see if it works. Come back, cable manager later. We'll come back and we'll do another video because, like I said, the fans haven't come yet, and to get those really nice shots, I want to have it lit up. I want to have it looking good. So for now, we're just gonna plug it in, make sure it works. Probably something we should have done when we had it outside of the case. We're gonna route these bad boys around later. Hey, look at that. That went in. Nice and easy. Okay, so these are also the CPU. Oh, look at these ties, they're so nice. You don't see ties like that these days. Well, you do. I know what you're thinking, and you do. I think a lot of people from the unboxing video of this case really wanted to see what it would look like with a graphics card. Or maybe that's just me. I don't remember. Risky. Okay. Let's come around the side. Can you still see? I can kind of see. And so I think this is just going to go slap back like that. So we'll take off these. Oh my. Ugh. Remember that was the other complaint I had about this case, was it was like you needed to be a superhero to undo these thumb screws. Luckily, I am a superhero with a tool set to match. Come on now. Oh, this cable management, it's just sad, but we're just getting her in there. I'm probably offending somebody that talks like that. If you talk like a redneck, what does that say about you? You might be a redneck. That's alright, I got a redneck family. Nobody needs to know. Come on now, sit down in there. Hey, it is alright. It's difficult to tell just by feel. Alright, seated in there. And that takes up a good amount of space. I like the way that looks. So, you can't see it maybe from your angle very well. But, if I had a regular card, it would come to about there. So, it would be like, it'd be an extra, what is that, like inch and a half, 2? So it comes over and it looks pretty darn good. And if you had a radiator up front, yeah, you definitely would fill that up really well. So that looks really nice. Let's get it a power cord and see if we can make this thing boot up. Don't drop that dun dun dun. Hey, don't drop that dun dun dun. Shout out to my incredibly patient family, my wife and daughter, who are waiting to eat dinner. But I'm like, dude, I just gotta boot this real quick. Will we get it booted? Tune in next time for more Dragon Balls. Anybody? Oh, that's fancy. And that looks real cool. Well, the motherboard's on. It's a great sign. Let's see if this button works. That's not the right button. Let's look at another button. Ooh. Ooh! Oh, yeah! Well, hey, fans are spinning. RAM's lighting up. PSU's blowing. Doggy, it's been a ride, let me tell you. Now, is it actually displaying anything? Find out next time. Because I gotta go get some food. Yeah, but seriously, next video we're gonna have it all tidied up. Give you a full review of the case, the thermals, and how everything's going with it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe because next time it's gonna be the pretty stuff.